So how do you figure out that you are actually building up a narcissist child? How do you do that? It can be a parenting mistake, which will be like
Yes,
a lot
yes,
of emotions आगे जाके बच्चे को.
yes, yes, yes. Very, very important actually. And you can say the narcissist personality can develop. There are three factors. You can say genetics, environment, and neurobiology. Genetics, many times we say you are carrying these personality traits from your dadaji, from your nanaji, or the nani, or the mama. We always say, these personality traits you are carrying. The few genetical inherited personality traits you carry. And environment, like obviously it's your how you are giving upbringing to your child. A toxic relationship, abusive relationship, over pampered or over strictness, you can say, over criticism. Many times, and sometimes very typical parenting is over criticism. Your intention is to make your child better person, so you always criticize. So it imbibe in the cellular level, they are not enough. And if you're over pampered, that what I had not got from my parents, I will give extreme to my kids. So they don't value, and they don't value the person or the things. So always say na, balance hona bahut zaruri hai. So with the time factor also, you develop the narcissism characters in your like sometime your life, maybe few traumatic incidents also happened with you, so you had completely imbibed that trauma in your cellular level, and you had changed because you don't want to get hurt, or you have fear about that. There are many reasons. And if we are talking about the child things, so yes, the neurobiology, the connection between brain, behavior, and thinking. There's three factors I told you: genetically, environment, and the neurobiology. And it's, you can say that over pampered child or over criticism. Fine. And the parenting, if you ask me, for the parents, toxic parents can be the cause of developed narcissism in kids. It happens many a time. Your childhood is full of toxic things. You don't know what the other people go through or they went through in their childhood trauma. Understand? And the second, you can say the very highly manipulative parents. They manipulate things according to their requirement. Understand? So there are ways for the parents also where child can develop the narcissism. Then I'll come to how we can figure it out.
How do you realize that there is a fault in our parenting? Which are the examples? What are you not supposed to do with a child so that your child doesn't develop a narcissistic behavior आगे जाके?
High manipulation, over pampering, over criticism. You have to see what I am telling you. You have to see, is that anything you are doing it, that you always criticize your kids, or you can say abused by the parents also. Maybe your parents, alcoholic parents, they are abusing their kids, so there you have to figure it out, that because every individual has the different situations, it's not same. I'm giving you the things where you can see where you are fitting in that statements. So it can be toxic relationship, or highly manipulative is very, very, because in narcissist personality, why they are known, they are highly emotionally manipulative personalities. They always see their benefit. They can go to any extent for their benefits.
Okay.
So slowly, gradually, kids imbibe this, the manipulation. As I will again repeat it, narcissists are in fact made and not born as such. This is very important statement. And the factors I had mentioned, I will repeat it again: genetics, environment, and neurobiology. Okay, and you can also say that the physical violence also can create sometime the narcissism traits in your personalities. And if how in you overwhelming of anything, and or they
So
overvalue, they
extreme
don't value.
situations can
Hmm.
create narcissist personalities, what I understand.
Yes,
फॉर
yes.
एग्जाम्पल, अगर आप बच्चे को मार रहे हो तो उसमें नार्सिसिस्ट पर्सनालिटी हो सकता है आगे जाके, जहाँ पे वो अपना गुस्सा किसी और पे निकाल रहा है.
नहीं नहीं, हर मार रहे हो मीन्स नार्सिसिस्ट पर्सनालिटी होगा ऐसा नहीं होता है. If you are extra always abusive, they don't have moral, narcissist personality don't have moral compass. They don't distinguish what is right and wrong. They only see their benefits by hook or by crook. The best word is they don't have moral compass. And how you can like science child may, very easy difficulties or making or maintaining, you can say the friends. They always keep cribbing about, you can say that ki nahi ye friend mere jaise nahi, always blaming parents. They never take responsibility of their wrong deeds. They always put it on others. And this is common for the adult also and the child also. But we can work on it for sure. It is workable. When you start point out, okay, this is the things I am just, you start giving attentions, the points I'm mentioning you. If you always criticize your kids, so please check it out. You cannot do the anything in excessive of anything is not right, whether it's food, whether it's anything. It is mentioned everywhere. Everything should be in balance. Okay, so signs, what are the signs where you can say that all consistent behavior, or you can say the coolness or haughtiness, very numb, very haughtiness, or you can say the always they don't have constant friend, and they have very difficult to making friends also because they want to dominate. They don't allow anyone to dominate on them. They don't have that character behavior to take responsibility of any kind of mistake or any kind of things. Taking okay, if you are making mistake, and you can say that in the simple word, inability to take and accept responsibility.
Now, ये जो बच्चे बड़े होते हैं,
And
do they
yes, the
become
main thing, gaze
responsible adult?
aversion. Gaze aversion जो होता है ना, gaze aversion. They don't do eye contacts.
Okay.
This is very, very small things. And always you can say nowadays, many of the kids always blaming their parents. My parents are like that, that's why I am. Because everybody is working. They have
So
work
do these
stress.
adults, my question is, if these adult children grow up as adults, do they face trouble in terms of being successful in their careers?
Every time they have to face in all aspects of their life, whether it's the relationship, whether it's the study, because whether it's, you can say they have, I mentioned it in starting only, have super self-image, very much super self-image. So with the kids, yes, few things you can what you can say, and when you always make your child, always give the ease of special child, she's very super special in my family, and always giving the things, this develop a narcissism things in the kids. And you can say what you have to tell when you really want to figure it out and you want to work, create the empath in your kids.
So how do you first identify that your kid is, so what I understand, kid becomes mm, demanding in nature, they don't listen to you, and if you do not uh,
Emotionally manipulations.
ha, ha.
They don't
If you
have
don't,
moral compass actually. They only see their benefit.
Acha, do these children end up creating a stealing habit where they end up stealing stuff from other people if they don't get what they are required to get? कि
In very
चोरी
few
करना चालू
cases.
करते हैं
In very few cases, narcissists,
क्योंकि
there
अब
are,
नहीं
see,
मिला
there
तो
are
मतलब नहीं चलेगा ना, इसलिए.
and then emotional manipulation is different and the stealing is the different things.
अच्छा, okay.
Stealing, you are fulfilling your requirement by hook or crook, but you are playing emotional. The main thing of narcissist personality is they are very, very like emotionally highly manipulative, emotionally manipulative persons.
Okay.
So that is a different. It's
Okay.
not
Okay.
compulsory if you're a narcissist, you start stealing the things. It's
अच्छा.
not like that.
Okay.
They can't. What
Now,
is narcissist personality?
do
They
they
can't
become
take.
violent? बच्चे जो
Yes,
होते हैं, जो नार्सिसिस्ट होते हैं,
yes,
एक दूसरे
anger
बच्चों को
issues.
मारना.
Yes, yes, they have lots of over anger issues. They
Okay.
have over anger issues. And what you can say, what I was about to tell, and it skipped from my mind because you had asked. They have over anger issues. They can't take criticism at all. That is their trigger point. And they never value any person's emotions. This is for the adulthood things. In child, you can develop the things. How you start teaching them the friend's value. Okay. And make them understand that it's not always if you are giving something you will get. If you are not getting, it's also fine. Whatever you want to do, you do. You can inculcate that kind of moral in them. You can create the empath feelings in them. What you can share what you can, the moral stories, books, or the movies together, where you can explain beautifully with the playfulness.
अच्छा.
And also what you can start teaching them the moral things, not with the typical parenting, with the fun way. And nowadays many things are available where you can easily inculcate the things in your kids. There are many things are available, whether you are watching TV or the books or spending time. Value of relationships, consistency with the relationships, because
Relationship.
not this person have a very much relationship because they don't have constant things. They only, whenever their needs fulfill, they will move on. They will not completely move on. They will just, whenever they want, they will come back and they will use you. It's a very big trap.
Once they are adults, and for example, if there is a woman in your life, and I'm talking from a guy point of view, and he falls in love with her. Okay. So what will she do if it's a narcissist personality and if it is demanding? So how will be her behavior? What she will ask?
So first of all, you have to encounter it whether your partner is narcissist or not. So there are 3 stages of the narcissist personalities. Very important. There are 4, but the main is that everywhere you will find the 3 stages. First is the love bombing. Second is the gaslighting. Third is the discarded. Okay. So love bombing, their gesture towards that partner in starting, it's like,
so love bombing will be like, I love you the most and मेरे जितना प्यार आपको कोई नहीं कर सकता.
Always point out your qualities, making you feel special, that you have something different. That's why I am with you. There also be a point. That's why I am with you, because I am with you indirectly. That's why you are important. Are you getting my point? It's a very tricky things. You are very special. You have lots of you are very independent woman, and the gesture, the hand gesture or the love, their things, they will you can say what, you
So
know,
how, but generally प्यार
compliment.
में तो सब लोग प्यार ही करते हैं ना, तो how do you know कि प्यार प्यार से ज्यादा प्यार हो रहा है? What is the
हाँ,
definition
वो
of ज्यादा
extreme
प्यार?
रहेगा. That will be, you will feel something different from others for sure. It is not common, and you start feeling very good, very like comfort. They will give you the 100% comfort zone.
तो like starting से ही जिंदगी में commitment रहेगा एक relationship start होने के पहले ही.
They will like, oh wow, matlab, you are so always they will point out your things which is very minute, but you know about that this is your quality. They are so sharp minded. They knows where it is going to trigger you, in a good way or in a bad way.
So what will it be like? Starting से बहुत सारे nicknames, बहुत सारे lovey dovey gestures,
Yes,
बहुत
yes,
सारे
yes.
जानू and जानेमन and
तो
darlings
जाने
चालू हो
जाने मन
जाएंगे.
करने से अगर आप ऐसा सोचोगे तो देन देयर इज एक थिंग ये हो जाएगा, देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम विद द थिंग्स. बेचारे जो नॉर्मल इंसान भी अगर आपको जानू बाबू बोलेंगे तो यू विल डाउट. प्लीज डोंट डू दिस. देयर इज अ कैटेगरी. दैट्स व्हाई आई एम टेलिंग यू देयर आर 4 type of narcissists, main 4 type of narcissists. We'll come back. देखो, what is the narcissist? The main thing is they always seek for the attention. They can't take criticism. They don't have emotions. They can't handle emotional situations. They are zero empath. It does not mean they don't cry. They will cry to manipulate. They will cry to get their things done. When they will cry, even though they will make you feel guilty. So we will come back. But first of all, that is, we will not, let me explain step by step. So people get,
हाँ.
I don't want them to confuse. First is the love bombard. It is like, you are the best. I really want to spend my life with you, and always pointing out your qualities. They will do the gesture where you always feel special. You know, the moment you get dependent on them, second, you are get used to of their presence, their compliments, and you start expecting. The second stage comes gaslighting. So gaslighting, how we tick 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 when we do the gaslight, धीरे धीरे वो अचानक से जलता है, you know.
अच्छा,
So this
छोटे
is,
छोटे झगड़े.
no, it's not छोटे छोटे झगड़े. They will start making you feel that you have no self-worth. Gaslighting, they will enter in your circle, and whomsoever you are dependent, they will cut the cord with everyone who is good for you.
Thing will be, they will start becoming friends with every single person in your life. They will talk to every single person, चाहे वो career हो, चाहे वो personal हो. Okay.
And they will make you cut off from them. No
अच्छा.
contact.
कि ये
Slowly
बंदा
and
आपके लिए
gradually
अच्छा नहीं
keep
है.
telling the things, ये अच्छा नहीं है, this is toxic for you, this is, जहां से भी जो भी आपके strong supports होंगे ना, उनको वो cut off करना start करते हैं. The moment अगर वो ये नहीं करेंगे तो how you become so dependent on them, helpless and always sulking, and you even can't get out from them. कोई एक ऐसी चीज है वो strongly पकड़ के रखेंगे where you are not allowing yourself to let go of them. Whether it's whenever it is something happening, over pampering, or it may be the good sex, any one thing which they will hold you, and they will degrade you every minute of your life. Then after gaslighting, it comes the discarding. Discarding, you have no worth. You are good for nothing. I am doing ihsan being with you. You don't deserve anything in your life. You have no qualities. And the moment you realize you are with the narcissist, many times it happens that people are married and they spend whole life. Now what they can do? There is only a thing, no
So
contact.
will they allow you to grow in career?
It's depend. If you are dependent on them and it's their benefit, they will allow. If you are overpowering, they will. If you are there completely financially dependent on you, definitely they will allow you to grow. But
Okay.
with their commands, with their rules. They will not give you the complete freedom. Okay, fine, you grow in your career. They will keep all commands, whether it's your relationship, whether it's your career.
So agar this will be same for men and women both.
Yes,
Like,
men and women both. But the women suffer more if they have main narcissist partner.
okay.
Male narcissist if you have male narcissist partner, women are more sufferer than the men. But the
Okay.
qualities, the love bombard, gaslighting, I handle many narcissist women, narcissist men. They are into the relationship. Now it's in my I can, with the 2-3 words, I can tell you, okay, this person is narcissist and this is going to happen. I know. So it is like that. That's why when you said we will talk about the narcissist personality, and I really love to talk about, people are not aware about it. And it's very, people think it's easy to get out from the narcissist personality. Whenever you think you will go, they will throw all the emotional tantrums not to go. And the moment you convince, again, they will start doing the things. And this cycle will goes on and goes on, going on. So with the narcissist personality, there is one thing, no contact. Okay, if some person is saying I'm married, I can't do that because of my child, the no contact. So you know what you can do when you are so less talking, very less talking. If he is or she is poking you, ignore it. Don't even listen. You have to create that healthy boundaries. And you can, the way you had cut off with your loved ones who is taking care of you, just because of you are into the narcissist personality, you are not in touch. Try to find a person or find a friend or your family member where you can share your things and get the guidance. I'm not telling go to the professionals like us ki go and talk. If you have near dear person who can help you out, very go and talk to them. And in front, your silence will kill them. Your silence can do the thing. Like, always remember,
So
if you
tell
think,
me something. If there is, I have a question. If there is a narcissist guy, do they cheat? Do they have multiple love affairs?
yes, they have, because they have different needs from the different peoples.
So whether it is a guy or a woman, the
Yes.
chances of them having a love affair will be higher.
Yes, they can, because the moment they will feel their requirement is fulfilled from you, you are nowhere now to stand in their life to fulfill their requirement. चलो दूसरा शिकार ढूंढो. और आपको पता चल गया ये नार्सिस्ट और आपने इम्पैथ, आप बहुत इम्पैथ हो. नार्सिस्ट एंड इम्पैथ की लड़ाई बहुत ज्यादा वो होती है, because narcissist emotionless and empath is because I know I'm a very big time empath person. In healing also I do wonders with my empath only. So that is my plus points. Or when handling the narcissist personality, I had encountered many narcissist
So
personality.
narcissist people, do they, for example, do they have obsession for sex, or they have obsession for what do they come with obsession? जहाँ पे if they end up with multiple affairs, so that means they are not satisfied with one sexual partner. Okay,
No, it's
or
not in
how
all
is it?
cases. It's not in all
Okay,
cases. It's not in
because
all
अभी
cases.
आज की जिंदगी में इतने अफेयर्स बढ़ रहे हैं, ज्यादातर शादियां अफेयर्स के कारण टूट रही है.
Most of the narcissist person, they take care of their appearance a lot.
अच्छा.
उनकी appearance उनके लिए बहुत कुछ होता है. Whether only face, whether it's the physique, whether anyone thinks, they will dominate like
गुड
anything.
लुकिंग लोगों से थोड़ा संभाल के रहना चाहिए.
नहीं ऐसा नहीं, don't create. देखो यही मैंने बोला. This is how people can misguide also. It's not everybody
हाँ.
good looking person is like that, but they're over possessive about their look, about their things, because they knows they can't encounter their emptiness. They are completely hollow inside. They are completely hollow. That's why they seek for, what, the validation and attention from others. They are zero, hollow.
So can these people be changed? Because if you are married, you would really like to change that person. So या बचपन में change कर सकते, फिर बड़े होके change नहीं होगा. How is it?
There are narcissist personality cannot be changed completely. If there are stages, बहुत सारा वो क्रॉस कर चुके हैं with their life traumatic thing also, or maybe with the parenting thing also, or maybe with the relationships. I have a client. I think she was not narcissist, but being with the multiple partners, she developed a very much narcissist traits in herself now.
Acha.
So I'm really working on her because she was going through a lot with her, like loyalty or maybe the surrender
So,
towards the
do
partner.
narcissists where people always talk about true love, soulmates, uh,
Yes. And
twin?
actually, they don't even believe on them. They have zero empath and zero feelings. If you will cry in front of them, na, they will get irritated, but they cannot show. They will even ignore your crying and your telling emotional things. They will not give attention because they knows it is not going to worth for them.
So, बच्चे भी ऐसा
Understand?
करते हैं क्या?
हाँ, बच्चे धीरे धीरे डेवलप करते हैं, इसलिए मैंने बोला स्टार्ट हो जाता है 8 years से, वी कैन से द 18 years, आफ्टर 18 years you can say, because I encountered a बच्चा, her dad is might be I can say the narcissist, and now I can see at the age of 18 when she start going college, her attitude is similar to her father.
Okay.
So I know, and I just acknowledge it, so I'm keep telling, but I can see the rebelliousness in her that she don't want to change. She's happy with that narcissist personality because she has gone through with the parenting, or bad
So,
parenting,
agar,
abused
when
parenting.
it is a narcissist personality, they will, what I understand, they will have a slight traumatic childhood. Okay.
Not
And they will
everyone, few
use,
people.
okay,
There, I
few
had
people.
given you the categories. There
Hmm.
are the
Hmm.
traumatic childhood can be also the cause, over strictness, over pampered, making your child more valuable in the society, that he or she deserves something extra.
Okay.
This can also can lead to them the narcissism,
So,
because they
does it
don't.
happen that they always use their childhood to play as a victim card?
Yes,
And
narcissists always play. आप जब भी किसी narcissist के संग, when you go and talk to them for like, okay, fine, we'll patch up. They will patch up, but they'll make you that they are victim of your julm and sitam. Though they are doing that, but they will put everything on you, and they were like, I'm so bichara person. I'm very clear cut kind of person. I don't have any intention to do that. You are the person who made everything to do. I always said they don't take responsibility of doing wrongdoings, or they don't take responsibility of the emotions or anything. They just run away. Very simple language. They don't have emotions. They are like, the one thing, no moral compass. If you don't have moral compass, no inbuilt, है ही नहीं अंदर moral compass, तो आप कैसे distinguish करोगे? I'll give only one word. If you ask me, it is my definition of narcissist personality: no moral compass. And getting benefit.
but they will keep on saying कि उनसे ज़्यादा ethical या उतने ज़्यादा dignity या उनसे ज़्यादा
When
honest
you are
इंसान तो कोई फिर
ethical
होता ही
and
नहीं
you
है.
know that you are an ethical person, you don't need to prove that. Your actions will prove. Why you have to say that continuous? Because they want to poke that in your mind. They are like that. So you cannot distract from their personalities things. So how they will hold you? They will only keep saying, but that is not actually truth.
But then अगर जैसे दुनिया में अभी self love बहुत चल रहा है, so जब since you said that narcissist people are obsessed about how they look, but self love का तो मंत्र ही वही होता है कि आप physically fit रहो, आप emotionally fit रहो, आप इतने सारे घंटे सो जाओ, आप
Obsessed and self-centered, and self-love is very different thing.
प्लीज समझा दे एक बार because this is like पता नहीं
See,
चलता कि
self-love
कैसे
is the
पता
thing
चलेगा.
you are keeping few slot for yourself in a day where you can recharge yourself. Here, the whole 24 into 7, you are keeping yourself as a priority only. You are recharging yourself with the self-love. Is like you are recharging. The battery is getting drained out. You are the mobile, your battery getting drained out. With the self-love, you are charging for a 1 hour or the 30 minutes, whatever you like to do. Maybe just wearing a good clothes, or the jewelry, or the makeup, or some music, or the driving. For me, driving and music is always best for me. I believe that this to pamper myself. Okay, so everybody has it. This is for after that, you know what your responsibilities. You are taking responsibilities, or you are fulfilling, and you are doing wholeheartedly. You are not manipulating with your responsibilities.
तो
And the
ऐसा हो
narcissist,
सकता है कि दो दो नार्सिसिस्ट एक साथ हो,
हाँ हो सकता है, बिल्कुल हो सकता है।
हस्बैंड वाइफ दोनों नार्सिसिस्ट हो, तो मतलब
हाँ,
झगड़े तो बहुत ज्यादा होंगे घर में।
बल्कि वो कैसा होता है कि दे वर नॉट इवन बॉदर्ड, दोनों ही नार्सिसिस्ट है ना,
दोनों के अफेयर्स चलते रहेंगे, दोनों की जिंदगी चलती रहेगी, एंड इट विल
दे
बी
आर
अ हैप्पी
ओके विद द
फैमिली।
कोई
ओह वाओ।
एक्सपेक्टेशन ही नहीं है ना, द सेम थिंग्स। वो देखो, हर्ट कौन होता है? इम्पैथ होता है, जिसके पास फीलिंग्स होते हैं। दे हैव मॉरल कंपास। इफ बोथ हैव नो मॉरल कंपास, हु इज गोइंग टू टेल देम दिस इज राइट, दिस इज रॉन्ग, आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग दिस एंड यू हैव टू डू दिस? Understand? So then that's why many time it happened ki parent, you can say narcissist parents also like brought up child in a narcissist way only. ये भी होता है, बच्चों की कई बार गलती नहीं होती। देयर, आई ऑलवेज सेड, जेनेटिक, एनवायरनमेंट एंड न्यूरोबायोलॉजी, डोंट फॉरगेट दैट। एंड वेरी मेन पॉइंट, इफ यू आस्क, नार्सिसिस्ट love bombard, gaslighting, discard. Okay, and there is the, for the, you can say the, what things can affect that environment, genetics and neurobiology. And always remember that narcissists are in fact made and not born as such. And they have always keep in your mind, can't take criticism at all. उनका वो पॉइजन है, अगर तुमने क्रिटिसाइज किया ना तो बेटा तुम मरे। And they will throw the tantrum that you run around them, or they will be silent, or lots of anger, or they're highly manipulative personalities. You can say the extreme. If you ask in a spirituality's point of view, narcissist personalities are the most dangerous personality in this planet. According to my spiritual part, scientifically, we can rectify or few modify if they really want, but they are so much into themselves, they think they don't need any help. They just love to live like that. Compliments देके तो partners वो लोग ऐसे बनाते हैं, ऐसे. They are very good with the compliments. And not every narcissist only be with the multiple partners. I'm mentioning it. They have that, inferiors. They are internally inferior, but their personality shows, and the narcissism shows that the superior personality. How conflicting it is, They always believe in the superiority. They can't get over the superiority things. And I'm telling you, if you counter that, you are living with the narcissist personality, please hold on. And if you are not 100%, there is nothing where it's bound to be there. So take your step back. You will never grow in your life. You always, sometime you feel good, but every time you will sulk with the guilt, sulk with the low self-esteem, always criticizing yourself, never going to value your self-worth, what you are. So please, and with, you can say, no contact is the only one thing with the narcissist personality. No contact. And if you try to cover your loss, no, I had given so much of emotion, so much, मैं तो इसको सबक सिखा के रहूंगी, बस बच्चा तुम्हारा और 5 साल और तुम्हारा exploit होने वाला है. Be ready for that. The moment you realized, hold on, stop it, end over there. Don't try to cover your loss at any cost. No, bhai, don't cover your loss. If you had stopped at that particular point, that is only you have covered your loss enough and moved back. Understand? So just take your step back. And many
Understood.
people said at the same house, how come it's possible that no contact? So they will keep poking you. You have to just take a lightly, do the breathing, or just divert your mind. If you will ignore them, they will also not like it. So you have to do very, like, make yourself, promise yourself whatever they are saying, you are not going to affect and you are not going to reply them back. The moment you start replying them back, ho gaya fir se, back to the square. You will
Thank
come
you.
to the back to the square, you know. So if you
So,
think, nay, nay, he has degraded me, I have to degrade him. Your silence is your respect. Your silence is your self-esteem. Your silence is your self-love. The moment you think you have to take revenge, you have to take everything back what you had invested, beta ji, please don't do that. I am requesting you.
so is there a chance of finding love again if you are seriously being with a narcissistic relationship? Because उसके बाद तो trauma इतना हो जाएगा कि किसी और पे भी जिंदगी में विश्वास करना बहुत मुश्किल हो
No,
जाएगा.
no, don't create. I always say, don't create any kind of belief system. Never create any kind of belief system in you. That if you are into the narcissist personalities relationship, so you are, no. Whatever it is, you had learned, you are aware, you had developed a strong immunity, you had evolved with the odd situation. So now you become so beautiful person, so you are ready to welcome love in your life.
It's very nice to hear that, but
No, it's
huh.
very nice to
Okay.
apply also. It's nice, very nice to manifest it also.
Okay. Uh,
Understand? So it's very, very things. And yes, there are types of narcissist personality also. It's not like that. There are types. Importantly, you can say there are 3 to 4 kind of narcissist personalities. So different few people only seek like उनको जब वो वहाँ पे होते हैं official जो professional things में, you can say the types of narcissist covert, or you can say uh, communal narcissist, malignant narcissist, overt narcissist, covert narcissist, dual personality, दिखावा जो करते हैं ना बहुत, वो covert हो जाते हैं बहुत over, you know, you can say what, अंदर से बहुत खोखले हैं लेकिन ऊपर से they will show they are something. See, anything in human body, what is very important, when you feel happiness, everything is emotions na. When you don't have emotions, how come you can be like human?
Last question. If you know your partner is cheating,
Hmm.
okay, and he tells you that तुम्हारी वजह से मैं cheat करता हूँ because you are not good enough. Whether you are not good enough in bed, whether you are good enough in earning, whether you are not good enough as a person, या हमारी शादी में इतना सब कुछ हो चुका है कि I don't find you good enough, and that is where I am having affairs. Okay. So does this come under narcissist personality?
See, it is can be the small part if or he has that habit to doing with the different personalities also. Maybe he is doing same with their girlfriends. You are not good enough. That you don't know. After being some time, he is doing the same thing. You are not good enough. That's why I am going to the other person. Understand? So in relationship, if your husband
Does
is
that become
making,
violent in nature? For example, you find out that your husband is having affairs, and the moment you start saying no to it, that I'm not comfortable with you having affair, let's make the marriage work. And if he start getting physically abusive, where he hits you or he beats you and makes you tries to, every time you bring up the topic, बहुत मार पड़े आपको. So does that come under a narcissist personality?
see, that is again, if it is happening with you, what is he's doing with the other person? Yes, it comes under narcissist personality. Narcissist personality, when you want to leave and they will not leave, वो तुम्हें पूरा छोड़ देंगे but थोड़ा पकड़ के रखेंगे. And in between they will come and they will just shake you. That's all. They will fulfill their needs. That is the narcissist personality. And they will not make you grow, or they will not develop a relationship, something where you can really rely and you can, like, you don't need him. Then they will work as a parasite. You only dependent on them, not on others.
Vinita,
The
we are
social
45
disconnect
minutes.
from your loved
Huh.
ones.
Okay. We are 45 minutes done. I can relate a lot to my marriage and my life altogether. All of it. I think I've not been in touch with my parents for almost 10 years of my life. Uh, we will talk about this next time. We have 45 minutes done. So people who have to watch a video, it will be very long. There are a couple of comments coming on this.
Please.
Does growing up seeing a narcissist parent make them one eventually? I think we have covered that.
Yes.
Pooja is like, don't stay away from people who don't meditate. Neha is like, I have a question, so I'll just ask her. Can you ask your question? Okay. Then Sumalata is like, I have encountered with few of them. मैंने life में यही term first time सुना है. Okay. Okay, understood. I think people enjoyed what we spoke. I think
that's why we
next
mentioned that we will talk in not in a scientific language. We'll talk as a layman language. It's where actually we can correlate. So the scientific language,
next
if we
time I
could
think
use.
you should talk about how you help people recover or get out of narcissist behavior. Like I think I'm one of your major cases in life jahan pe, you've been trying to pull me out of everything in life. So
See, we
let's
had already also we had covered it. No contact. Okay. Second thing, be around with the people who loves you and cares you, who values. First of all, you have to value yourself. Know yourself.
that creates. So then I think next topic should be, how do you value yourself after coming out of a narcissist
How
relationship?
to get out from the abusive narcissist relationship. How you can easily make it out that, and you can live your life again happily. Yes, yes, we can definitely.
Because
So
it's
I'm
going to
hoping
be a
that.
longer time. It's going to
Yes.
take a lot of time to even just
Because
come
it's
out of it.
not a, it is the heart to heart we are talking. It's not about some, we are taking the, what, interviews kind of things. And no, it is, I think, very simple, very lovable, and very effective, very communicating. And people, all our bachas are going to understand for sure. And maybe few will acknowledge it and encountered it, and they will work on their relationship for sure, or for them also. So lots of unconditional love to everyone, and more divine power and success to everyone.
Thank you. I think Neha, we have answered your question. She asked, what are the 3 symptoms of narcissist person? We invest so much emotionally, later we don't gain anything. So what I understand, Neha, what Vinita says, that हम लोगों की जो requirement होती है ना कि मुझे कोई प्यार करे, so वही I think makes us attracted to narcissist people, because हमारा requirement love का इतना ज्यादा होता है कि हम प्यार में पड़ जाते हैं, वो
I'll tell
थोड़ा
you
ज्यादा
one
हो
thing.
जाता है.
Narcissist people are very manipulative. They knows what you need. They encountered first what is your weakness, what is the lackness in you. So easily they encountered in your life, and they just make your life miserable.
So ऐसा हो सकता है विनीता के उनकी खुद की शादीशुदा हो और वो दूसरे के साथ लव अफेयर रख रहे हो.
Yes,
And
they can have multiple partners, and they can make everyone's life hell. They can handle at a time, I think, 4 to 5 persons with their
4 to
chat, with
5.
their communications. Yes.
उतना टाइम
I
रहता है
have one
जिंदगी
my
में.
bacha. She's working with last 1 year. She has a narcissist husband, but now she has encountered with me. She has created a healthy boundary. She's just living for her son happily. Let him do whatever he is doing, because she has to give the best life to her son, and her son is very intelligent. So she just don't want to spoil his life.
हाँ.
So happily with the spirituality, with the our like sessions, she is happily maintaining it. But she has drawn few lines that she will not cross, that any kind of things like her self-respect, her self-worth, she's not allowing him to destroy. Or even can sex also. If she has choose not to get along, so she is not going get alonging with him for sure.
Thank you, Vinita. I think it is almost an hour.
Yes, thank
I'll
you.
post the recording. I'll upload this on YouTube and I'll post the recording link.
Yes, thank
This
you.
was very
Stay blessed.
helpful. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Stay blessed. Bye.
Thank you guys for joining. Thank you.